Morning guys, this is Alex with Havana Gardens giving you an update on the ZXT Wright mower. And first time having a Wright mower, and I gotta tell you, it has been awesome. Horsepower is great, no boggling down on anything. We just cut that lake over there with all bahia grass. Got real close to the lake, no no slipping or anything else getting to the closer to the lake. First time having the wheels, and I gotta say it's been awesome. It's my third day with the mower, and usually I gotta get up and check the PSI to make sure it's gonna cut straight and cut nice and cut even. Don't have to worry about any of that stuff. So it's, being an owner, having one less thing to worry about is awesome. You got bills, payroll, customers calling up. It's just been great so far with those. So a plus on the wheels. I had to purchase them on the side, obviously, but I financed the mower, so it was cool to finance the tires with the mower, which is great. Since I purchased it with the tires, they have the other tires, so if I don't like them, I can just switch them out, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. They're 26-inch tires, so they're great, nice and beefy and tall. There's no grease fittings on this deck, on anything on the mower, obviously. Nothing on the deck, nothing on the tires. Everything's a run flat on the front. Nothing on the spindles, nothing in the back where the clutch is at. So it's actually been really, really nice. Again, getting up, not having to worry about when was the last time I greased the spindles, writing that down or remembering it or whatever. We actually have an account that we're going to after this, and we cut for about 6 hours. So I like to put at least 3 or 4 pumps of grease on each spindle before we go out there, since it's running. Now I don't have to worry about that. Another thing you don't have to worry about is changing the oil for a very long time. And here's this little meter here that tells you what you got there, how much you're gonna, when you got to do it. Pretty sure it's first 1,000 hours for the hydraulic and 500 hours on the oil, which is great. One less thing you have to worry about for a while, especially if you don't use it. We use it every single day, so we're going to come up to those, not relatively fast, but good enough to where I don't have to worry about it for a little bit. So that's another plus. Another cool thing, it does have 2 tanks, but as you can see, there's only one gauge on that side, not on that side, and that's because it pulls from both tanks. So if one side is more full than the other, then it'll start pulling from that side, which is great. Another thing you don't have to worry about, because this can just stay open. So instead of being in the middle of a field and wondering if you're going to run out of gas and what tank has what gas or whatever, you just keep going and you know that you're good to go. Another cool thing is the chair. The chair has two suspension methods, excuse me. You got this one in the chair, the rotary dial, and then you have another one that's underneath the seat. That is actually pretty cool. I'll show you that real quick. Real easy to lift. Get that big ass spring that's down there, and then you just turn this knob right there, and you go, if you're a bigger person, a littler person, or a smaller person, sorry. And it's been actually pretty cool. It feels like you're riding on air. Way different than my Husqvarna. Also on the Husqvarna and on the Skag, I just sold my Skag to a buddy of mine. Lifting up this deck has been at ease. It's been awesome. It's way easier to lift this deck up than it is on my Husqvarna. I have back problems, and lifting up this thing has been way, way easier. So whatever Mr. Wright did with those springs and how to lift it, it's been awesome. I went ahead and ceramic coated the deck, so it's a lot easier to clean. A lot of people are like, I don't know why you would do that. It's a mower. Well, I'm like, well, I'm protecting my investment. And not only am I protecting my investment, if I want to sell this mower later on, it does hold up a lot longer and a lot better. So when the next guy that you give it to is gonna, appreciate that you took care of your stuff and make a little bit more money on keeping your stuff nice and clean and no rust and anything else on that. Another great feature is if you're gonna pressure clean this mower, you don't have to worry about the stickers coming out all over the place, because this thing is bolted in. Not that you have to worry about name ring coming off, but it's nice little feature. And you have the numbers for what height of the deck you want it at, and then you're pressure cleaning that. Those things are engraved in the metal, so those aren't coming out. So if you or your guys are running it, you can pressure clean the hell out of the machine and say, hey, put it on number 3 and be like, hey, Sticker's not there. Well, you don't have to worry about that. So it's great. Another thing that I do, this is just me, every time I switch out the blades, I'll go ahead and spray paint the bottom of the deck. A lot of people are like, why would you do that? Well, the mower that I just sold, the Skag that I was talking about, had about 12 years on it, and there's no rust on the bottom of it. So I put on some Rust-Oleum, doesn't matter what color, because it's on the bottom of the deck, and I just spray the living hell out of it, and it keeps up really, really well. It keeps the rust down, especially with water, and the grass is a big killer here in South Florida. So it's another little trick for you guys. I mean, the can only costs like $1.50 or something. I think I put 2 cans on there. So yeah, nothing but great things to say about this mower so far. Mr. Wright did it right. Go figure. And it's got a trailer hitch, which is cool. I don't pull anything with it, but at the place we're going to, like I said, it's a big airport that we take care of, and when it rains, it gets soggy out there, and we've gotten stuck before. So finding somewhere that I can hook it up to real easy is great. You got your tow hooks there I could hook it up to, or you can do the trailer hitch. This thing comes down foldable, obviously, and there's rubber underneath there, so you don't hear any vibrating, which is great. Even though this thing is here and tells you what the mower is, taking out the air filter is awesome. So nothing but great things to say about this thing. If you guys have any comments, let me know, and I'll send you guys a picture when I'm done cutting. Have a great day, guys.